Heyo, Trailblazers. I am really here to invite you to this next set of Trailblazer Tribe conversations. I say conversations, I think they're really experiences. And the experiences that we are going to be focusing on is really to help you lead change in challenging, uncertain, and complex times. You see, I think what I realized as the changes were happening across the world with COVID is that a lot of times we're in the inflection point right now as to what humanity will look like in the future. We're at the place where the next era of humanity is coming into existence. And it's interesting for me to say that. I mean, it's at this point now, I know it as a fact, so it's not as emotional, but it took me weeks to really be able to just say it, to say that we are here at a time of change, and the change is happening now. And as a result of our time here on Earth, the way that the world looks will be different. Thing is, change is our new constant. And as Trailblazers, we have an opportunity. We have the background of knowing how to navigate change, how to navigate environments that other people may not have been in before, navigate environments that have been hostile towards us, navigate environments that don't have clear paths ahead of us, and yet do it in a way that allows us to be successful, both and safe, both financially and emotionally and professionally. This is our time, Trailblazers. This is the time for us. And a lot of us out here are going to be a part of experiences that are going to do really great work to help you lead through this time of change. And when I think about leading through this time of change, it's being able to kind of stay the course as there's all this turbulence and ambiguity and volatility all around you. How do you continue to stay your course throughout this? I'm going to invite us here as Trailblazers to take things another step further. And I know that based on the people in this group here, this is something that you're actually interested in. And this is not about how do you be resilient through this change, how do you lead through this change, but it's actually about how do you lean into this change? How do we take this as an opportunity to show up more in our leadership? I'll give you an example here. Some of you work in organizations, in large multinational organizations. And at this point, you have the entire organization is getting a chance to experience what it's like to work as a remote employee. Some people who are, when we're trying to lead through change, our thought processes are around what are the technical requirements that we need in order to be able to host our meetings online now instead of in person. Lead and change gives us a chance to look at it a lot deeper. What is the mindset that we need in order to be a global and globally remote organization? We're now at a point where people get a chance to experience what happens when you don't get to have water cooler conversations. Your counterparts in other parts of the world, for example, don't get that opportunity on a regular basis, right? The people who are working remote. So now we have an opportunity to see how do we make the entire experience of working remotely work out better for people. That's one example. Another example maybe as an independent solo entrepreneur. And a lot of you have recently made transitions from full-time work into working on your own. And so for some of you, the changes that are taking place due to COVID actually haven't impacted you in the same way from an environmental perspective, from an infrastructure perspective. You're already working remotely. You're already working from home. Yeah, you've chosen a life of ambiguity and change as an entrepreneur. And so what I find is that there may not be too many spaces for you to actually be able to express that or to choose to say, how do I continue to move forward in this time here? If you're not taking a step back, but you're in a position where you're actually fairly grounded as you were, how do you continue to move forward? And so these sessions here are really around giving us a chance to co-create solutions on how we can lead change as we look forward. This is, it's our time as Trailblazers. It's our time to help shape the next era of humanity. You are here for a reason, and now is a wonderful time to bring what you bring to the table. I'm going to do it the best way that I can at this moment, by helping us co-create these learnings, by bringing us together, by spending time with each of you, and by facilitating conversations that we wouldn't normally have. So this is my invitation to you. Come and join us at the lead change sessions. This is going to be the theme until we need to change it. And what I'll do with this is that I'll have topics for about like 2 weeks in advance. We'll have all the dates set out, but the topics will be set about 2 weeks in advance. And what I want to do is I want to have keep some, how do I say it? This is it. As I lead change, one of the things I know is that I cannot be overly prescriptive with the path that we need to go through. I don't know what the world will look like 2 weeks from now. And we might be in a situation where COVID is even stronger, or things have gone back to a new normal, or they've reverted back to the old normal. I don't know. And so part of how I'm going to help support us here is to lead myself and lead us through change, and to lead the change for us. You'll see how we bring that to life in real time, and being able to actually leverage the ambiguity in our favor. All right. So everything I do, you'll notice that it's both in service of you for the acute pain that you're feeling, as well as the latent need that you have, the need that you don't necessarily know. And throughout this entire experience, you're gonna really get a chance to experience what is it like to be led through change. What's it like to be led by a change leader? So you can bring that back to your tribe, your community, your family, your teams, your organization, your clients, your customers, whoever it is that you go ahead and serve, in whatever capacity you choose to serve, you have that opportunity. All right, I'll end this here. Otherwise, I can keep going for a while. But just know that I got your back, and we're here. It's our turn, and it's our time. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know of any questions. Let me know of any topics that we should be talking about. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Send me a message, whatever is necessary. All right? We got this.